All right. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. Today is December 1st, 2025. The year is over. Christmas is coming. New Year's is coming. And everybody, new year, new me. Well, for me, the gym is coming. That's what's actually coming for me in 2026. But look, today we got a video from Hawila Media. They've been dropping content back and forth, bro. So salute to Hawila. He got a video today. Compton rapper BG Knockout, who said on Vlad TV that Mexicans can snitch on black people, is facing backlash after paperwork surfaced of him snitching on a Mexican gang member. Now look, I want to refresh everyone's memory, okay? I want everybody to go to memory lane with me. Nobody ever gives me my credit. Nobody ever says, hey, good job, Blue Devil, TheHaterWorld. None. And it's okay. We used to it, bro. We're the most hated. Talking about the number one. No, we're the number one most hated. But that's what makes us great. But look, nobody caught the clip of BG Knockout on Vlad TV. They probably saw it, but nobody, media sites, did anything to put it on Front Street. I reacted to it. I made it a big thing. I did. Nobody had talked about it. I brought it up. I reacted to it. I made it a thing. When WAC 100 came, we brought it up to them so we could get it out the way and have them understand that is false narrative. Now, if you saw that video, Whack and Loose were not going to go for it. They kept saying that, yes, you can. We kept saying, no, you can't. But at that point, how do you win? How do you make a pair of grown men understand when the source is telling them directly? Now, if it would have been the tables were turned and they would have told us that blacks can't snitch, as grown adults, all you can do is respect the people in front of you and say, hey, we're going to take you up on that. Now, if you go back to watch that video, Loose Cannon did say, all right, it's coming from you guys. We're going to take you up on that. Now, you got people in the watchers. Well, I would have got up and got the Uzi and man, shut up, bro. We're conducting business here. We're adults. We're handling business. We're talking like grown adults. Now, if two grown adults are too dumb to realize what you're telling them, then that's what it is. All right? Me, Droops, and Opina, all we were trying to do is get the message across so that narrative can go away. So we were trying to help our community, our people. But our people are so pieces of shits, they go against us and they went against us instead of realizing that we were trying to clear up that rumor. Whatever. Now, fast forward. We had Compton Rick Rock in the building. Compton Rick Rock allegedly, and I'm going to say allegedly because I don't like to try to piece things together for the cops or for anybody watching. Allegedly, Compton Rick Rock is from the same place BG Knockout is from. We had him on the couch. I brought it up and I asked him, hey, your homeboy, BG Knockout, went on Vlad and said we can snitch. Is that true? Have you seen it? And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, I brought up the clip real quick to put it out there so we could play this before we play that. All right? This video was a year and a half ago. Nobody cared about the BG Knockout situation until we put it out there. I'm gonna ask you a controversial question.
Let's go, because I want to get to it. Hell yeah.
That fool BG Knockout from your
yes,
area?
that's my homie. Yeah.
There's some that he said that went viral. He said that Southside homies can rat in jail, in prison, on black homies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that same way too?
Wait, I don't understand the question.
He had a viral clip. He did an interview.
Man, look how good I look now compared to then. Fuck, I had let myself go.
Or clip on Vlad, and he said that Southsiders could rat on blacks in jail
and get away
and that
with
it's
it.
Okay for us. It's in our rules. That
it's in our structure.
Yeah, that it's good. For,
well,
Now I wanna make it clear before Rick Rock answers. Me, Drews, and Opina, all we're trying to do is clear it up for the homies as best as we can on the internet. Now and when I say we, I mean I'm gonna say us three, right? We don't be explaining any type of code of conduct on the internet. We don't be explaining the way politics roll on the internet. We briefly try to like ease through it without looking weak. So when you got people that are watching saying, well, you should have done this. Yeah, then we would have all got phone calls and been reprimanded. You fucking moron. We gotta do the best that we can, bro. Now, if you a dropout, man, you can say whatever you want. Now, if you a PC, yeah, you can say whatever you want. But when you still got them ties and you still in your hometown or in the land, or you still see your homeboys are gonna tell you, you fucking up, dog. You can't be saying shit like that. So it's difficult for motherfuckers like us three to be out there trying to tell somebody, hey, Sureños can't rat in jail and Southsiders can't rat, homie. This is the way it works. Because we can't. It's easy for a faceless commentator to say it because you're a faceless commentator, bro. So right here, we're having a grown conversation with Ricc Rocc, which is a respectable dude. I fuck with Ricc Rocc. The guy is great. He's been up here a few times, and both times, I think 2 times, I got none but good shit to say about the homie, bro. He one of them dudes, for real, for real. So we having a convo, and the homie tells us how he feels. Now, the reason I brought up this video is because if you go read through the comments in Hahuila, people are saying, I wonder what Ricc Rocc got to say. I wonder what Ricc Rocc got to say. Blue Devil covered that years ago, but we don't get our credit. We don't get our just dues because we don't put it out there to be like, hey, look at us, number one. We don't do that shit. Now, if you want to see what Ricc Rocc said, go watch the video. It's on TheHaterWorld clips. Oh no, it's here. It's on this page right here. I will put the link in the description of this video. So click on the description and you go see what Ricc Rocc said about whether Sureños can rat in jail or not. Now, let's move over to this. Okay? Let's go. It says, BG Knockout, the one who said on Black TV that Mexicans can snitch on black people, is facing backlash after paperwork surfaced of him snitching on a Mexican gay member. Now, look, for those that don't know, he has a brother, Dresta. Remember that song, Real Motherfucking G's by Eazy-E? The infamous diss for Dr. Dre and Snoop. Dresta is on it. BG Knockout is on it. They got retarded verses on it. And when I mean retarded, I mean legendary verses. You can't take that away from BG Knockout. You can't take that away from Dresta. We all sing that diss, bro. Everybody, black, brown. I'm going to give it to you as much as I can, bro. I burnt out subwoofers to that song in the 90s, early 2000s. Banger. Top 10 disses of all time. But here you go. But getting back to his brother is I'm not sure if his brother's from the same hood that Ricc Rocc is from and BG Knockout, but I think he is. But his brother he got some weird charges, bro. And he's been had forever. And there's Mexican rappers that have worked with Dresta. You know, there's a couple of rappers, I'm not going to say who they are, they're Chicano rappers, that did music with Dresta, knowing that he had weird charges. You don't believe me? Go look it up. I could say the name, but I don't want to bring nobody back from the dead. All right, yesterday, Elboy was on the podcast with Munchie B, salute to the Southside CEO. He said it. He goes, even mumbling the fool's name will bring him back from the dead. Man, that was so true, bro. It gave me chills, homie. I forgot that Elboy was knowledgeable in this field, bro. Okay? But even Murmuring a motherfucker's name will bring them back from the dead. That's why when people be asking me about certain someone in the chat, I don't know, I don't see it. Because I know people are itching. Let Blue Devil talk about me. You know, or let's this fool talk about me. Like, nah, bro, we not, when 2026, we not doing that, bro. You want promo? Hit me up, fool. I'll look out for you. But that's it. But back to this. Chicano rappers did songs with Dresta, knowing Dresta had weird charges. Now, I'm not going to put it out there. You go look for it. It's there. All right. Go look for it. But there's a video to this. Let's watch this video. Let's go.
Also known as Compton rapper BG Knockout, were standing in front of David's girlfriend's apartment on 109th Street near the corner of Mona Boulevard. David and BG Knockout saw two Mexican men at the corner. One was wearing a black trench coat and a beanie. Both Mexican men walked towards David and BG, then the shots were fired. David was shot in the arm and BG was shot in the back. Then the two Mexican men then fled together. After the shooting, David and BG identified two men. Alex was labeled as the shooter, and Alvaro was labeled as the person he was with. BG said that he'd seen Alex before, and that the perpetrators were members of a gang called Colonial Watts, and he heard Joker was the shooter. Joker was the gang name of Alex. A bystander named Javier said he saw two men walk east on 108th Street and turn at Mona Boulevard. He said one man wore a dark trench coat and had a shotgun protruding from his sleeve. On July 8th, 1992, a man named David and our moments later, Javier heard two loud explosions and saw two men running west on 108th Street. This time the man in the trench coat was trying to conceal the shotgun under his coat. Another bystander named Gabriella said Alex walked up Mona Boulevard to the corner of 109th Street. When he got down there, he glanced down 109th Street and then walked back to Alvaro. Alvaro was standing approximately 8 feet from behind him on Mona Boulevard. Alvaro had a shotgun. Alex and Alvaro walked around the corner onto 109th Street. Gabriella identified Alex and Alvaro in the photo lineup as the man she saw at the corner, and Alex as the person who glanced around the corner. Alvaro and Alex were members of Colonial Watts, and David was a member of a rival gang. The shooter incurred within the rival gang's territory and a few blocks from Colonial Watts' gang's territory. For this case, Alex received 2 life terms in prison, plus 1 year for firearm enhancement. Moments later,
There you go right there. Now look, I'm not going to read everything. Basically, BG Knockout pointed somebody out, you know, and said who did what. You know, them guys did this, them guys did that. Now look, the irony, right? But it doesn't come at no surprise. And I'm not telling you it don't come at a surprise because who it is or the situation, because everybody tells, bro. We're going to make this clear right now. Mexicans tell, bro. Blacks tell, bro. Whites tell, bro. Chinese tell, bro. Every faction has snitches and rats. All of them. There is no gang that's a Mexican gang where there's not a snitch. There is not a black gang that don't have a snitch. There is not a white gang that don't have a snitch. There is not any of these factions that don't have PCs and dropouts. That is a fact, bro. Now, let me make this clear, too. Southsiders can't snitch. Sureños can't snitch. All right? Now, how is the blacks, how is their car structured? Could they snitch? I don't think they can. I don't think they can. Now, I don't know their inner workings, but common sense will tell you they're not allowed to snitch, bro. Common sense will tell you the whites are not allowed to snitch. All right. Now, I can't speak directly for them because I'm not black. I don't run black car. But common sense tells you nobody's allowed to snitch. It's frowned upon by everybody and everything. But that don't mean there's not snitches. All right. Now, the irony is this. The irony is that BG Knockout did his best to point the finger at others to hopefully have nobody look into his past. The same thing that Whack 100 does. All right, Whack 100 puts out a narrative on people, you know, so that way people don't look at him. And I don't mean that he is this or that. No, I mean in the way of let me put out these narratives and show everybody that I could run narratives so people don't run narratives on me. Or let me put out these narratives and that way whoever I run the narrative on, they have to be explaining themselves. I don't have to. Smart move. Very smart move. Very strategic. And it's only dumb people that don't see past it. It's only dumb people that don't realize, like, wait, why are they pushing so hard for this? Why are they pushing so hard? Like, see, I understand Wag does it because it's media. He does it because he knows it brings controversy, it makes money. But BG Knockout, I feel he did this because he knew he had something in his past and he was trying to cover it up. All right. I feel that he did it because he was like, let me put this out. People will run with it and they won't look into my past because what kind of dude is going to throw rocks at a glass house when he himself lives in the glass house? It's like, man, come on. Listen, I told you guys since day one and nobody wanted to listen. Everybody bashed me, went against me, disrespected me. When all I was trying to do is help out the homies so people wouldn't be running with that narrative. And instead of motherfuckers standing behind me, they stand against me. Now, I hope all you stupid, goofy motherfuckers realize that sometimes it's better to shut the fuck up and not say nothing. Sometimes all we got is our silence. Now, if you want to watch the video of Compton Rick Rock, I'll put it down in the description. Go ahead and click on it. All right. Go ahead and click on it. Go watch it. Go show some love. Salute to Rick Rock, real solid individual. All right. Homie, welcome back anytime. As a matter of fact, we might even call him up for a part 3. You know. With that being said, salute to everybody. Salute to the squad. Day 1s, day 3s, day 4s. Everybody is welcome on this platform. The past is the past and the future is the future. All right, so let's get it. Let's do this. 2026 is coming and I will be live tonight. So pull up to my live stream. With that being said, I'm Blue Devil. Go watch the Munchie B episode. I'm going to put it right here. Go watch it. Run it up. We had about 750 people live in the stream. Success. Even though people were trying to mess up the stream, we still made it happen. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on tonight's live stream. I'm Blue Devil. Until then, we out this bitch. Let's go.